Hey guys, Drifter here. Welcome to Black Ops 3 In Depth. In today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the Drakon sniper rifle, and please do forgive me if my voice sounds poor or unusual. I've been sick for over a week now, that's why we've missed a few episodes of In Depth. I just now have regained the ability to speak properly, and I'm going to try to do my best to get some good Call of Duty info out there to you. So the Drakon sniper rifle is the semi-automatic one in the group. I'm sure you're all familiar with it since it's unlocked first, or just by default. It has the lowest base damage of any sniper rifle at 80. That means it'll deal 80 damage per shot, but we all know that sniper rifles in Black Ops 3 or any Call of Duty game have multipliers on the body so that when you hit somebody in the head, they'll do a little bit of extra damage and kill them, of course. So for the Drakon, the one-shot kill areas are neck and head. A lot of people say it's headshots only. That's technically incorrect. You can actually shoot somebody in the neck and still one-shot them, and as we've discussed in the last episode of In Depth, suppressors have no effect on this whatsoever, so you're going to see me using a suppressor in every single clip here. Rate of fire is highest in the sniper rifle class at 277 RPM, and that's quite high for sniper rifles in general. It's actually a little bit faster than the Shiva assault rifle, and we are going to be comparing to the Shiva in this episode because some people say the Drakon is basically a Shiva that has a little bit worse handling and you don't need to run some attachments on, so we'll be talking about that as well. But very fast, very spammy, and faster than the Shiva. As we know, sniper rifles in Black Ops 3 don't have aim assist. That's technically not true though. As I have discovered, the Drakon does have a tiny bit of aim assist. Some of the sniper rifles do and some of them do not, and the Drakon is one of the ones that does indeed have a small amount of aim assist, but I will tell you it is very small. Many of you, like myself, won't notice it, and you shouldn't expect it to help you very much. It is a very low recoil sniper rifle and very easy to spam. Each shot kicks an almost negligible amount, and it's pretty much designed for you to just spam shots down, just give some suppressing fire, kind of double tap real quickly. I doubt any of you are going to have any trouble whatsoever with the recoil. I would like to point out that this is a god tier sniper for hardcore because it's going to one-shot anywhere on the body and you can shoot it super fast and just kind of nuke people, but so is the Shiva. A lot of weapons are pretty god tier on hardcore. Aim down sights time is 366 milliseconds, which is average for the class, and actually a little bit fast for sniper rifles in general. They ADS pretty quickly in Black Ops 3, at least compared to the last couple Call of Duty games. It, unsurprisingly, has a poor hipfire spread, and it's not improved very much with a laser sight. I would almost never recommend hipfiring this weapon unless you were totally desperate and just trying to get out of a terrible situation, and you shouldn't be using it like that good old SVU in Black Ops 2, just to run around and spam it from the hip. That won't be working. I do feel that the weapon is much better with low zoom optics. I don't actually like sniping with the Drakon. I mean, the default scope is fine. It's not obstructive, it's not strange looking, it's very easy to use, it's got clear markings, but the weapon is just tremendously better with lower zoom optics. If you want to run Averix, if you want to run Recon, if you want to run ELO, anything like that, the weapon is just going to perform significantly better. It doesn't have any statistical reason, I just feel that it's more of a DMR and less than a sniper, and you'll be much happier using it as a DMR. One interesting fact about the Drakon is that it has very low idle sway. It's tied for lowest in the class with the Locus, so that means your sight won't bob back and forth left and right too much, and when you hold your breath, it's not that big of an improvement, so I did want to throw that out there. Very low idle sway. Snipers tend to hate it. Sway was a big problem in Advanced Warfare. It won't be a problem here in Black Ops 3. Magazine size is 20. If you run extended mags, that's going to move it up to 28. Nothing really surprising. I mean, you'll burn through it pretty quickly. Nothing really special about that. You will be reloading, and on the plus side, the reload time is the fastest in class at 2.5 seconds. Very, very fast reloading. Unsurprisingly, the Drakon has a high wall penetration factor, so it's very easy to wallbang with. Probably easier than some of the other sniper rifles because you can do follow-up shots very quickly and you can kind of check the wall and kind of hunt for people with hit markers. Just thought I'd throw that little fact out there. I'll do a random plug for myself here before I move into the opinion part of the in-depth. The Drifter hoodies have just been released. I recreated the blue hoodie that I wear to every single event that I go to, so all the vlogs you've seen me in, all the travel videos, the custom blue hoodie with the yin-yang emblems on it I have recreated and is now available for sale at Core Gameware, and I'm actually wearing one of the recreations ones. I've retired the custom Drifter jersey and I'm going to be wearing the exact same clothes that I'm attempting to sell to you guys, so I do hope you enjoy that, and I'll be showing it off a little bit more when I'm feeling better. So let's talk about the Drakon opinion-wise. I feel that the Drakon is a terrible sniper rifle, but it's a really awesome DMR. The Drakon is statistically and performance-wise very similar to the Shiva. I see why a lot of people do draw those comparisons, and I don't really enjoy sniping with this weapon. That's why I recommended the low zoom scopes. I don't like using the default scope. I don't like using it at that long of a range. It's kind of hard to get follow-up shots. I almost never get a pick with the Drakon. I almost never get headshots. But if I use it like a DMR, a two-shot wonder weapon, and spam really quickly, especially with a suppressor or stock or something like that, it is super effective. This gun is all about spamming and dumping your bullets out really fast. It's all about suppressing fire. It's all about holding a choke point, squeezing people just so that they can hear that, you know, they can see the bullets. That's what's so crazy. Like, you can see the sniper rounds, and they know that if they come around that corner, they're going to die, and you can force them to take a different path. That's what the Drakon is about, and it's not a bad weapon. Just because it's the first sniper rifle, just because it doesn't get a lot of one-hit kills, it is by no means bad. It's actually very, very effective, and in the opinion of some of the PC players, quite overpowered. Many of them say it's just totally broken on PC. I feel that the weapon is best with 3 attachments. Low zoom optics, whichever ones you want. Most of you will want to go for ELO when you level up and get there. Personally, I liked the Varix. You do want to run a suppressor because there's no negative penalty whatsoever. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the suppressor. It doesn't change your one-shot kill areas, no rate of fire penalty, no nothing, and it keeps you off the radar. And lastly, since you're going to be using it more like a DMR, stock is going to be very, very nice on the Drakon. It'll help your handling a lot. As for whether you should be using this or the Shiva, that just comes down to your personal preference. The Shiva will aim down sights faster, you'll be able to sidestep faster with the Shiva. You can put a red dot sight on it, but you can put an ELO on the Drakon. And yeah, I mean, it handles a little bit better, but statistically speaking, the Drakon shoots faster, it has less recoil, you can run a suppressor with no penalty, and you don't need something like high caliber for headshots on it. So if you can handle like a little bit slower handling and you play a little bit campier, the Drakon is statistically superior to the Shiva. But if you need a little bit more reaction time, a little bit faster, if you need to kind of snap aim or whatever, Shiva is going to work better because the stock and quick draw and all that will be very, very nice on it. Guys, that is all for this in-depth episode. This is all that my voice is going to let me do today. I am going to try very hard to get some more episodes out later this week. The previous episode was on suppressed snipers, and the next episode is going to be on the Locust. Drifter out.